Hello guys, I hope everyone is fine. In today's video we will be discussing about a linear bounded automata, or it can be referred as linear bound automata. So many of the requests that have come that kindly provide the video of this. So I have come up with some basic parts of linear bound automata, but let's just discuss about the power of automata. So we all know that your finite automata is the least powerful automata. Why? Because it is accepting only regular grammar. So we say that it is accepting by default regular grammar. Then comes push down automata. In your unit number 4 you might have studied push down automata, unit number 5 actually. So your push down automata was accepting your context free grammar. Then comes the concept of linear bound automata, which is accepting context sensitive grammar. And last not the least, your Turing machine is actually accepting your unrestricted grammar also, right? So your unrestricted grammar was accepted by your Turing machine. Now comes the important part with your linear bound automata and how it is different from unrestricted grammar. How it is different from Turing machine. So the simple answer for this is your Turing machine is actually your infinite size tape from left to right. Means if I am having these input variables, so blank symbols are the symbols from left hand side if we are moving, and right hand side we are moving with blank symbols. So these are all these are all infinite size tapes. So you can move on left or you can move on right. Two-way infinite size tape, that is your Turing machine infinite size tape word, kindly remember. Now comes the concept of your linear bound automata. So in your linear bound automata guys, this word bound means that it is not infinite. It will accept context sensitive grammar, which can be, this is a par n, this is a par n, b par n, this can be a par n, b par n, c par n, this can also be a par n, b par n, c par n, but this is bounded. Bounded means it will act like a Turing machine, because it is accepting a par n, b par n and c par n, but its size will be fixed input size tape. So it means your input size tape is fixed. Whatever number of A's and B's you want to process, you will be processing them, but it will not accept infinite size length tapes. So it means my linear bounded automata would be bounded from left end marker, and it can be bounded from right end marker. You can give any kind of variables to solve it. You can even give it ML, MR. These are bounded. This is a bound. This is also a bound. Now if you want to process double A, double B, take 2 A's, take 2 B's. The input size is fixed now. It is a fixed size. This is the fixed input size tape. It's not like infinite size tape which was in Turing machine. So this is the actual difference between them. Apart from that, it is accepting context sensitive grammar. So in context sensitive grammar, your alpha is always less than beta if this is generating symbol, and it is always having the length less than beta, less than equal to beta. This is the condition of context sensitive grammar. So if I talk about left hand marker and right hand marker, so let's talk about the capital Q, number of states, input size, this can, you know, capital Q is number of states, this is your number of inputs that you want to take. There will be a transition, then instead of blank symbol, this tau is set of left hand marker and right hand marker, right? Then your Q naught, then your final, and then your left or right hand markers. This is a set of them, like in your Turing machine it was a set of blank symbols and you have blank symbols over here. Now you have bound over here, so it means your input size will be bound by a symbol, and whatever number of inputs and input symbols you want to process, you can process them. So it will accept, again it will accept what PDA can accept, means context free grammar. It can also accept regular grammar as well, because it will accept what PDA and FA can accept, but can't accept what Turing machine can, because your Turing machine is infinite size tape. So this is what your linear bound automata is all about. This topic, which is cellular automata. If I talk about cellular automata, so let me tell you, cells, if you have studied cells and cell theory, so you know every cell is connected with its neighboring input, neighboring cell, means this is connected with this is connected with this is, it means that your cellular automata, any state is actually the function of, if I talk about function of its neighboring cell, it is a function of neighboring cell for sure. And if I am processing qth state is processing, so how many number of states are left? Q minus 1. So it means it is a function of neighboring cells, and you are going to get the answer based on your neighboring cell performance. So that is what cellular automata is all about. So if you have any issues, kindly post in comment section, kindly like, share and subscribe, and more importantly share amongst maximum people, because they will help me reach the audience. Thank you very much.